And does it have a nice crisp base? Hello and welcome to Big Friendly Grub. I hope you are fan-dabby-dozy. Don't know where that came from, but I hope you are. Now in these covidious times that we're living in, which is a word I've just made up, things are weird out there. So weird. We've got this new normal, and the new normal is not nice. Here in the UK, if you want to go out to a restaurant now, you have to wear a mask, you have to sit in groups of no more than 6, you have to be so careful. And going out to the restaurant and the pub isn't kind of like the relaxing, like winding down, chilling out, having fun kind of thing that it used to be. It's so weird and it's so stressful. And with the cases currently creeping up here at the beginning of October in the UK, things are not looking as good out there, and it's just a really stressful time again. But in this strange time we're living in, companies have really had to adapt. One of the things that has become more prominent is takeaways, because obviously takeaways just used to be something that you would do because you wanted to have a night off from cooking, or you had friends around and you didn't want to like spend a load of time in the kitchen, or you just wanted to have like someone cook for you and not have to worry about making it yourself. It was something that you just did as a treat, but now it's become more of a necessity because people don't want to go out, don't want to risk mingling with big groups. People who are at high risk, they kind of rely more on having food brought to them. So takeaway companies have been like thriving, I suppose, but it's still been really difficult times, and especially for companies that didn't do takeaway, they've had to adapt as well. They've had to get on things like Deliveroo and things like that to try and get customers their food and try and make money while things are still so weird. But some other companies have gone a little bit of a step further. So rather than just getting their food out there via Deliveroo, they've actually started doing kits that you can actually order, get delivered to your home, and you can actually construct their food in your home without having to have it like delivered on the day. So you get all the ingredients, all the things that you need to make their food, and you can just make it at home. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I order a takeaway, think it's going to be a great idea, and then I just feel really dissatisfied by the end of it. It's either not as good as I hoped it would be, or I just feel like, I just didn't get the satisfaction of making my own food. So this is a middle ground. You can get food ordered to you, all the ingredients, all the stuff that you need, but you still get the satisfaction of making it and making like something amazing that you would normally have to go out for. And I'm going to show you one of those examples today. So I have pizza in the post. I'm going to cover up my address there because I don't want you sending loads of fan mail. Yeah, this is from Pizza Pilgrims. It's pizza in the post, and it got delivered in this wonderful bag. I love this bag because it says we have worked with our pals at Woolcool to create this pizza bag using 100% pure wool, which is super smart, natural insulator, and is compostable and biodegradable. Sustainable, fresh pizza, people. And that just endears me to them straight away because they're trying to be eco-friendly. They're trying to do stuff that's sustainable and not just sending out plastic bags willy-nilly. So in here is pizza in the post. So I'm going to open this up. Again, another bag, but as you can see, 100% recyclable. So here we go. We've got a box. So here we go. We've got a pizza box like any other. Pizza Pilgrims. They are a company based up in London, but they send these out, I think, all over the country because I live in Brighton and they sent all this stuff here. And this is frying pan pizza. So you've got everything in here that you need to make a frying pan pizza, because I don't have a pizza oven. I do have a pizza stone, which gets me very good results, but not everyone might have one of those. So this is something you can make in your frying pan, and then you just pop it under the grill and get a wonderful crispy pizza that like you would if you had it cooked in a pizza oven. And they send you all these fresh ingredients. They are fantastic. Have a look at this. So, oh hey pizza lovers, this is your pizza in the post. There are many others like it, but this one is yours. So in this box you get 2 of their double fermented doughs, and you can see this one's so lively it's actually busting out of its container. You get some of their signature sauce, you get some lovely mozzarella, you get basil, you get Nduja in this one. This is a Nduja pizza, but you can just get a plain margarita one. But I decided to go for the Nduja one because I have actually not tried Nduja. It's kind of like a spicy, spreadable sausage. It's supposed to be fantastic. You also get some grated parmesan, and you also get some of their flour, which can pop onto your surface and dust it. So you literally get everything that you need to make wonderful frying pan pizza. And it's supposed to be really, really quick. A couple of minutes in the pan, a couple of minutes under the grill, and you get fantastic frying pan pizza. And I think this is a brilliant idea because you get lovely fresh pizza, but you also get the satisfaction of making it. So that's what I'm going to do. right now. I'm going to give this a go, get 2 pizzas out of this pack. So I'm going to make one of those right now. You also get instructions on what to do, so I'm going to follow these, but you can also go onto their website and have a video to follow. But I'd like you to stay here and watch me do it, if that's okay. Thanks. So first things first, I want to get my dough rolled out. I'm going to be using this pan, so I want it to be able to fit into this pan comfortably, not have it too big or too small, so to fit nicely into the space of this pan here. So I'm going to pop down some of the flour they sent me. I think this is really good. They're assuming that you don't have any of these things to hand, so I'm going to use half of this flour to dust this surface. I should say that this is not a sponsored video. I just saw this, wanted to try it out, and just thought it was a great idea. So I've got the flour down. I'm going to spread this out a bit, perhaps too much. I'm going to take some of this fermented dough, which is so stretchy. Look how stretchy that is. It is a glorious dough. I've heard good things about Pizza Pilgrims, but I've never had a chance to try them. So this is an indirect of getting to try Pizza Pilgrims. It's a wonderful dough, double fermented, so it's going to be a super light, bubbly dough. It just feels so good as well. So I'm going to get this into a circle. You don't need a rolling pin or anything like that. You don't need to be a superb pizza chef to be able to roll this out. Just want to stretch it out in the flour. It's just such good dough. It just handles so well. Roll it over and over in my hands. It's a good way to stretch it out. So you can see that stretching out gradually. I still want to get that bigger so it fits nicely into the bottom of that pan though. Right, I think that's going to be big enough because otherwise it's going to be too thin and I'll end up putting my hand through it. So that looks pretty good to me. Right, I've got my pan over medium heat like they've suggested. I'm going to pop in my dough into the bottom here, spread it out to the edges of the bottom. Make sure I've got a nice crust. And I'm going to pop over some of their wonderful tomato sauce. Then I'm popping over some of this mozzarella. You can see they've used like the pizza mozzarella, not the buffalo mozzarella, which is usually too wet for pizzas. Then on with a sprinkling of the Parmesan. Then half of this wonderful andouille sausage. And do you want to be here in my place? I bet you do. It's just a wonderful squeezable sausage. It's kind of like chorizo, but I hear it's a bit more intense. And I'm just going to cook that for another minute on the hob because obviously it's already had a bit of time as I've been putting my toppings on, and then that can go under the grill. Right, I'm now going to move this under the grill as high as it will go, just for a couple minutes. Woo, you can tell that's on high because that is smoky. Under that goes for a minute or two at most, I reckon. Otherwise it will burn. That's at about a minute. You can already see how lovely and bubbly that's going. It's probably only going to need another minute or so until that's ready, and that pizza is going to be amazing. It smells fantastic. And indeed, after another minute, that looks fantastic. That dough has crisped up nicely. That andouille has released all of its oils. The cheese is bubbly. It just smells amazing in here. So I'm going to try and get this carefully out of the pan. Hopefully it should have a nice crisp base as well. And does it have a nice crisp base? Oh yes it does. Yes it does. That is amazing pizza. Well, it certainly smells amazing and it looks amazing in minutes. Probably quicker than you would get if you'd ordered it from a takeaway. So I'm going to give that a moment to cool down, otherwise I'm going to burn my face off, and then I'm going to give it a go because it looks amazing. That is one good looking pizza. Put some of the fresh basil in it because they kindly provided it and it gives that nice fresh hit. So let's cut into this. And here, that lovely fresh dough. You can see those bubbles in it from the double fermented dough. It's really, really nice dough. So nothing left for me to do but give this a go. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? So good. And that took what? Less than 15 minutes, including spreading out the dough, spreading, rolling, flattening. That's the word I was looking for. Flattening out the dough, putting it into a pan, putting on the toppings, cooking it in the pan for a couple of minutes, putting it under the grill for 2 or 3 minutes. That's all it took. It's so easy, and it looks so much better than like a takeaway pizza from like Pizza Hut or somewhere like that. It smells incredible. It's all fresh ingredients through the post, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore because the proof is always in the tasting. Let's give it a go. Let's try a bit of this. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good. That nduja is got a spice to it, but it tastes amazing. It's got a wonderful oiliness to it. It's lovely. You've got that beautiful mozzarella cheese, the Parmesan cheese, and that dough is beautiful. I'm gonna go in for a bit of the crust. It's beautiful, soft dough, but with a crispness underneath. And that was no effort at all. So simple, you get everything through the post. As I said, it's not a sponsored video. I just think it's a really good idea and a great way of supporting companies who are having to adapt in these really difficult times. It's just more satisfaction from it. It's all fresh ingredients, you know where it's coming from. There's no question about what's in it. And you get 2 pizzas out of that, and that was like £17.50 for 2 of them. So that works out at what, less than 10 quid a pizza? Chuck on postage a little bit more maybe, but for 2 pizzas of that quality, which would probably cost you twice that from a takeaway pizza place, that's really good. Really happy with that. It's such a good idea. And it's just, again, really good way of supporting independent companies in this really difficult time. So I think if you're sick of a takeaway and you fancy doing something a little bit different, but you don't want all of the effort, then this is a really good alternative. I mean, look at that. It's delicious. It really is. I think it's a brilliant idea, and I might do it a bit more often, just on those days where I can't be bothered to do something myself, but I don't want to go to the effort of just having a not very satisfying takeaway, to be honest. So really good option, and I'm gonna go finish this off because it's delicious. And I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you found it interesting. Like I say, it's not a sponsored video, it's just something I wanted to do, wanted to try out, see if it was actually worthwhile. And it really is, it really is, and I'll probably do it again in the future. So, hope you enjoyed it, hope you found it useful. If you did, like the video as always, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that usual nonsense. Otherwise, I will see you next time on Big Friendly Grub. Take care, bye!